That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On first down, Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 44.
He was brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On the play. And a first down, Chiefs.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Mahomes now on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal.
23 yards, the final tally.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Delayed game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage. And now it's 4th. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far this one. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Take over first and 10. at their own 31-yard line.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
At the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Raiders nothing.
On 2nd and 9. Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, Drake. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the
Levante David in on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Carr completes it. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Tate to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were successful.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. Oh, yeah, you're still teaching me on these RPOs. Was that an RPO or was that a design quarterback run the whole way?
I think it was an RPO, and a lot of times we have to distinguish RPO, zone read, all those things that come with it. But to me, this was a play call from the coach that said, here it is, now make the right decision. And that's exactly what he did.
Indeed, he did, and able to convert on third down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it with Hines. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. And this is Carr. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they work this out past the 25. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. On first down, Carr. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't...
Now Drake loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. That one was intended for John Brown, and now it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And it is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them the lead.
And the Raiders have got him. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Leland Farrell, that got in there to bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, a quick slant to Hill. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work.
And that is caught for the touchdown. Kansas City. Tyreek Hill. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Chiefs 21.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Here's Tate to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
They run with Hines. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
The ball carrier.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes caught right side. Tate.
Mahomes pass.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
And the
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Mahomes to throw once more. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellent.
And he'll take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
To kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
48-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the 44, Carr, reception here by Ruggs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. It's picked up by the Chiefs. 30. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there that time, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever we're saying hasn't been working. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
It's about that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. This is out quickly to the right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
And he'll
get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Pick up on the play, and it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
Complete to John Brown.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Carr. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. This is caught, and he'll be out of bounds. 1st down Raiders, Carr to Waller. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these players are really for next week trying to get some momentum going.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws, It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Now, Carr again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Tate to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Chiefs.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And 11 at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 11. Now Edwards-Helaire. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road.